and the historic tunnel, they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 9, Fields flushed out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
Extra point up and good by Crosby.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also not an offensive coordinator alive, a play caller, that isn't smart enough to get the ball to them and often that will keep his position.
On first down, it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the give, this is Cohen. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. These two teams all tied after one. Fields on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. This is Cohen. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Santos' kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Firkser here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Touchdown! Davante Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're
oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 6 yards left on 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now it's Fields.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Swings this out here for Cohen.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man?
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, slant to Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
Herbert is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And they'll run again.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
7 yards, the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Shaw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, Fields escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
From the 29, Fields flush to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw, Fields. Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears cut into that lead. Santos with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Three yards remain for second down. They'll go again to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Out of the gun, Fields. Gonna get this to Cohen.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 4 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.